and my mouse is wigging out on me. Give me a second here. Come on. I just want you to move the thing. Just move it. Sorry. That's really annoying. No, stop it. Stop covering. You work for me, jerk. All right, that's close enough. This video is brought to you by Dog.com. We'll hear more about them later. For now, let's get on to today's video. Welcome to Room 6, the channel dedicated to local music wherever it may be and the people that make it, including my guest. And my guest today is an artist who made the leap from gospel to soul and R&B and has toured all around the US. She's known for the strength of love and the melody of music and the star of the reality show All About Terrie. Her new EP, Out of Mind, is out now. Please welcome to the channel, Terrie Rimson. Hi, Terrie.
Hey, how are you doing today?
I am unbelievable. It's a little warm, but you know.
Yes.
So, right off the bat, thank you for coming on the channel. And if you want to be like Terrie and be featured on Room 6, whether reviewed, interviewed, or both, hit me up using my email address down below or by clicking the Room 6 social media link. That's where you'll find all the things I'm up to online, as well as ways you can support the channel and and more. And what the heck, go ahead and click that like, share, and subscribe button. And my mouse is wigging out on me. Give me a second here. Come on. I just want you to move the thing. Just move it. Sorry. That's really annoying. No, stop it. Stop covering. You work for me, jerk. All right, that's close enough. So, no, this is basically live. We hit record and go. So, I'm a professional. So, right off the bat, I wanted to talk about your earliest musical influence. And by that, I mean, do you remember a moment where you said, I want to do that?
Yes, I do. Probably, well, when you grow up in the church, you're kind of like forced into doing certain things that your parents recognize. And so my mother recognized that I could sing at age 3. I didn't recognize it until I actually got to high school. And that's when I said, I want to do this.
Awesome. Very, having the support of your parents is always important, whether they're pushing you or just saying, hey, that sounds good. From there, now, how long have you been performing as Terrie Rimson? And was there, couldn't find anything, but was there a time where you were performing not as yourself, but performing as like a backup singer or something?
Yes, I did. I did backup singing for a few gospel artists. Let's see, Dorinda Clark Cole, Karen Clark Sheard, and Kiera Sheard, and Daryl Coley, the late Daryl Coley. I did backup for them sometimes when they had concerts in the city, or if they happened to come to our church, they would ask me to back them up. Or if I happened to be in the city and they needed somebody extra to fill in, they would say, we need you, and I would fill in and be a backup singer. Yes.
Okay, but so how long have you been performing as just Terrie Rimson by yourself?
By myself, I've been doing this since probably 2017 by myself. That's when I made the decision that I wanted to kind of step out from doing just gospel and be able to do R&B, soul, a little bit of jazz, a little bit of pop. And that's when I came, to the decision, and I said, you know what? I just want to do more than gospel. I feel like I have more to offer than just gospel. I believe I've been gifted to do more than just gospel. And then that's when I stepped out and became just Terrie Rimson in 2017.
Awesome. So then you must have a few shows under your belt. Do you have like a favorite show memory where maybe you checked off your wish list moment or things went way off the rails or do you have a moment that just really sticks out as your most memorable show moment of performing?
I'm trying to think. I believe, that's a good question. Memorable moment, just being Terrie. I'm going to say LA. I performed in LA at a venue there, and I was nervous. And come to find out, the people loved me. And then there was an agent there that said, we want to pick you up and have you come back and forth to LA. And I kept going back and forth to LA from New Jersey for about 2 years. Then I ended up sliding into Vegas because it was so close and performing in Vegas. And then I ended up moving to Vegas. So I'm going to say LA.
Yeah, it sounds like that was the start of something big for you. I mean, you got discovered basically. So awesome.
Yeah,
Uh, from there, I wanted to ask now, Undeniable was your first jazz single. Was there a different approach to that style of songwriting to your previous songwriting?
absolutely. And it was written by Justin T. Young. He's a jazz musician here and a saxophonist and a producer. And he wrote that song. And when he first presented it to me, I was like, because I'm so used to the R&B soul sound. So when he first presented it to me, I was like, am I going to be able to do this? And he kept encouraging me and saying, you got this, Terrie. You can do this, Terrie. And I appreciate him, for being so supportive. And definitely it was a different sound. And when I heard the playback, I'm like, oh, I guess I did do that. So it was a different type of feel for me, but it was good because I want to be well rounded. I just don't want to be stuck with one genre. So I enjoyed it, which made me go back into the studio and redo one of my other songs that my son produced out of my mind. And Justin T is on there as well. So I enjoyed doing the jazz piece.
Awesome. And that actually leads me to my next question, which is working with your son. I mean, that's a different dynamic than working with, someone not related to you. When did that happen, and how, like, how much input does he get as opposed to, mama?
Well, my son basically writes all my music. I probably only written maybe 3 songs. He graduated from Berklee College of Music, and so he has a degree in that. He's been playing the drums since age 4, and so from that, it matriculated into him enjoying music. And then, of course, he went to college, um, and he started producing when he graduated from college. And of course, because I'm in the church and he knew I loved to sing, he was like, "Mom, I got a song for you." And I was like, "Okay." And so the first song that he did for me was Anything. And that's on my freshman album, Threads of Love. It's called Anything. And once he did that, I was locked in. I was like, this guy is really talented. Thank you, Lord. And so since then, he's been basically writing all my music and producing my music. And it's a wonderful thing to work with your son. Sometimes I have to take the mama hat off because when we're in the studio, he's not treating me as his mother. He's treating me as basically like I'm a client and I'm the producer. You got to listen to what I'm saying. And if you want this album to work, you got to do what I'm trying to suggest to you. So I have to sit there and say, okay, you're right. Okay. It was hard in the beginning, but now I got the hang of it. And I know he's basically bringing out the best in me and he knows what he's talking about.
That's awesome. It is hard sometimes to kind of humble ourselves and step aside and be like, this is your world, and I know this is like benefiting me, but I have to listen to you if I want to get to where I want to be. So yeah, that's awesome
Yeah.
that you guys have that dynamic, and that, more importantly, that, like you said, it's evolved over time and grown into a working relationship that you both are happy with. So
Hmm.
um so from there, do you play any instruments?
No, I do not. The tambourine, that's the instrument that I play.
I play
No,
the
I do not.
triangle. Ding.
You play triangle?
No, obviously I do more, but
Okay, yes, no, no instruments.
okay. Always interested. A lot of vocalists, myself included, at least have the piano down because of the like vocal lessons or whatever. You have to
Right.
plunk it out. So just curious. So I where does the quote being the strength of love and the melody of music come from?
Well, every time people hear me sing, basically all my songs is about love. And it's about staying in love, falling out of love, and still staying strong within all of that processing of love. And so every time I sing, people always say, I can always feel the passion that you have and the love that you're, trying to make us feel. And we feel it. Even, on my job, people are in the audience are telling me, I could just feel this love from you. So then, I started saying, wow, we're going to just put that in my little bio because everybody is saying how they can just feel the passion that I have for what I do, and they can feel the love through the songs that I sing.
That makes sense. And when I saw that, I was like, I have to call that out because I've never heard that quote, but it totally fits what you do. So, um, from there, wanted to actually, you know what? We're going to take a quick break here. I'm going to hear a quick little
Okay.
message from future Josh, and also I'm going to have a little drink. So stick around. Here's a message from future
Okay.
Josh, and we'll see you in a minute.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Thanks, Josh from the past. Today's sponsor spot has a special guest. Meet Chloe. She's a bit of a diva, but we tolerate her, and she tolerates us. But taking care of this little monster can get expensive, which is where Dog.com comes in. Dog.com is your online dog supplies shopping and information destination. Founded in 1969 as the parent company to a wide variety of pet-related websites, Dog.com provides a broad range of competitively priced pet supplies, as well as community forums and partnerships with several national and local rescue and adoption facilities. Just for watching this video today, and for a limited time, you can use my affiliate link down in the description to get 10% off your entire order. Plus, you'll be helping out the channel. Say bye! Thanks to Dog.com for being a sponsor, and let's get back to the show. She's never this quiet. We're back, and if that sponsor spot interested you at all, please consider clicking the link down below. You'll save some money, I'll get some money, it's a win-win. By the way, stick around. We're going to be seeing a music video from Terrie. Not sure which one yet, but it'll be great. Or you can look in the description. So, now then, we already talked about kind of your earliest musical influence and favorite show memory and working with your son. Can we talk about all Motown?
Oh my goodness, yes, we can. All Motown. Let me see. I would have been working for All Motown, going on almost on 2 years. In September to be 2 years. Um, of course, I moved to Vegas, all the way across the country, and I moved here by faith, not knowing that I was going to be with All Motown. And then after the pandemic, I was like, okay, Lord, I done moved here. And I felt led to move here because I love to sing. I've been coming here. And I was like, God, come on, do this for you, girl. And I just happened to be singing at an event with Sky D. Miles, who's one of the female entertainers here. And I was in the green room waiting for us to hit the stage to perform with her. And there was a young lady in there, and she was like, Miss Terrie. She was like, it's so nice to meet you. And I was like, it's nice to meet you too. And she was like, they're holding auditions for All Motown. I said, really? What is it? She explained to me that it's an all-female cast and they do Motown music, and they were looking for some females. And I was like, wow. She gave me the information. She said, you need to call right away because I found out about it 3 days ago. Made the call, went in for the audition. I let my boss now know. I says, well, I can't dance because she said to me, she says, you're going to have to be able to do some routines. Plus, you're going to have to be able to dance. I said, well, what I can't do is dance, but what I can do is I can sing. So she said, well, do the best you can. I made a joke of it the day of the audition because you have to dance with other young ladies. And I told the girls, I said, hey, ladies, I cannot dance. Do not laugh at me. I said, so before you go to talking about me, I'm telling you now. And so we did it, and they did laugh because they knew I can't dance. So I failed miserably. But of course, when I did the song, she was very impressed. She called me back. She said, I usually don't do this, but I think I want you to be a host. And she said, would you mind doing that? And I said, if you don't mind having me, because I can't dance. And so she said, I would love to have you as one of the hosts. And so I've been a host, at least one of the hosts, because there's another host. I've been one of the hosts for going on almost 2 years. And I appreciate Tanja Jones for, allowing me to be a part of the cast, knowing that I cannot dance. So I'm just a host, and I've enjoyed the show. And it's a wonderful show. It's an amazing show. Pete Housley, we appreciate him because he's basically the one that's our head boss, and he's a wonderful guy. And so him and Tanja, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you all happen to hear this and see it, thank you so much. But I love All Motown. It's a wonderful show. And if you haven't seen it, you need to come see it.
It sounds awesome. I love that you just leaned in with the, I can't dance, but, that's awesome. So, a couple more questions, and then we're going to check out that music video. I want to thank Terrie for coming on the show. Thank you for watching. So, number one of the two questions that I have left is, when did you make that leap from, or oh no, I'm sorry, you talked about going from gospel to soul and R&B and other things. But Was there a moment where, like, a defining moment of just I'm kind of done just gospel?
You know what? I don't want to say it was a defining moment, but I had to make that hard choice and a decision knowing that I knew people were going to talk about me. And they did. They really did. And some still are. I've gotten churches that say they don't want me to come sing because, you know, people still invite me to come sing at certain churches.
Wow.
And yeah, I've had certain pastors and praise team leaders say we don't want her because she, you know, she does R&B soul and jazz and that's not of God. But when I made the decision, I prayed about it. And I was like, God, this is what I want to do. I'm tired of being boxed in. I come from a family that's all church, pastors, bishops, and I just wanted to do something that made Terrie happy because I was basically living for everybody and not living for Terrie. So when I made that conscious decision, I prayed about it. So once I got a clearance from God, it didn't matter what people said about me. I was going to stay focused on what I know I wanted to do. So definitely it was a kickback. It was a challenge. Some days it's still a challenge. But I'm happy. I'm at the most happiest place in my life that I've ever been. Because, when you're living for people and because of your pedigree and what you were raised up in, it becomes very stressful. And now it's like no stress because I'm living for Terrie. So I'm happy now. And again, if I had to go back and make that decision again, I would make that decision again and do what I'm doing.
Good for you. Definitely. And speaking back on all Motown, it sounds like you were in the right place at the right time situation there.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I just, that happens so often in this industry, and especially in Vegas, where I was just at such and such show, and suddenly next to me is the A&R person for such and such label, or whatever. So I think that's awesome. All right,
Thank you.
last question. You made it. And by the way, for the OG Room Sixers, you know that this is a little shorter than some of my other interviews. We're having a little bit of internet difficulty, so I want to make sure just to we don't get cut off in the middle of things. So definitely make sure you check out the social media handles links down below for Terrie, and stick around for that music video. And do OG Room Sixers know what's coming? Is the question I ask of all my prey, and I like to end my interviews with it. It's all right. We're going to circle back to that earliest musical influence question, and let's pretend we're talking a little Terrie. Okay, this really is geared towards speaking to new musicians or the ones who come up to you and say like, "How do I sound like you?" kind of things. So, if you could hop in a time machine and go back and talk to little you that said, "I want to go do that." What is one thing you wish someone could say to you, or yet you could say to yourself that, "Hey, you're going to need to know about this."
Um, what I would say is don't allow people to control what you want to do with your life. Because I think matter of fact, I know if I wouldn't have allowed what I grew up in to control my destiny at that time, I think I would have been further ahead. But then also, I got to go back to everything is timing. And so I had to think about it. I said, well, maybe it was the timing. Maybe I wasn't ready. And so it's all about timing. But if I had to go back then, I probably would say, don't let people control your destiny.
Couldn't say it any better, honestly. Yeah, like that's I like it. It's succinct, and it's at the same time it's impactful. So definitely make sure you check out the social media links. Stick around for that music video, and we're going to catch you in the outro. And of course, go check out her EP, Out of My Mind. Now that's your most recent EP, right?
Yes, sir. It sure is.
Is there a newer single coming out that I don't know about?
Yes, it is. It's called, but it's a gospel. Well, I should say inspirational. It's called Blessing Me. And so we're going to be releasing that. We haven't set the date yet, but we will be releasing that soon. Out of My Mind, what you have that we just did, we're going to be shooting a video for that in the month of August. And so I'm excited about that. And it's an extended version to Out of My Mind. And we're going to shoot a video. And I cannot wait.
Awesome sauce. Well, thank you very much for being on the channel. Thank you for watching.
Thank
And
you.
stick around for that music video, and we'll catch you in the outro. In the meantime, temporarily say goodbye, Terrie.
Bye bye. Thank you so much.
We'll see you in a minute, guys.
Hey, what's up? Why don't you come outside? I got something for you.
Are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. I think you're gonna like it.
Spoiler me. Here I come. Coming out.
All right.
Let down my guard for tonight. It's one of those nights where you've been all my life. You smell so good and you're dressed up nice. You know I'm so hooked. You got me shook, baby. You drive me crazy. You want me to chase you in the fast lane so I can get next to you. Through stormy weather and rain, you remain in my brain. To be with you, I'll do anything. I'm risky when I'm with you. Love taking chances with you. And every night and day, you're making me happy. So happy, it's satisfying. Oh, baby, I missed you constantly. The same about me. Oh, so crazy, but in a good way. And for you, I will do anything. I'm in love with you. I'm into you. I'm in love with you. I'll do anything. I'm in love with you. I do anything. 'Cause I'm in love with you. I'll do anything. I'm into you. I'm in love with you. I'm into you. I'm in love with you. I'll do anything. I'm into you. I'm in love with you. I'll do anything for you. 'Cause I'm in love with you. I'll do anything.
I want to thank Terrie Rimson for coming on the channel. It was a great interview and an awesome music video. Hit those social media links down below so you can find out what she's up to and follow her. And go check out All Motown. Go check out her EP, Out of My Mind. And yeah, in the meantime, if you want to see more videos like this, please click up here. If you'd like to subscribe, click over there and don't forget to ring that bell. And if you want to hear my own music, which is not gospel, soul, or R&B, click over there. Remember to be amazing, and we'll see you next time on Room 6. Say goodbye, Terrie.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you very much. And yeah, ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum.